Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our the Royal Alliance live call. And this is the call where we introduce you to business builders that have had lots of success in UCAN. And this morning, we're so happy and grateful to have Rachel Dayton from Colorado. You'll have to tell me exactly where you live, Rachel. I know Rachel is she's a very athletic person. She loves the outdoors. She lives in one of the most beautiful places in the world, and she's been dedicated to Nikan for over 15 years. I know she loves the Nikan business, and she loves helping people and all the wonderful wellness technologies that Nikan has. So, Rachel, why don't you introduce yourself and tell people a little bit about how you were attracted to Nikan, and maybe we'll ask you some more questions after we get going.
All right. Thank you, Jack. It's a pleasure to be here and appreciate you asking and inviting me. And good morning to everyone, or wherever you may be, the time of day. I was introduced 17 years ago to this. I actually live in a town called Carbondale, Colorado. It's in the heart of the Rocky Mountains, 30 miles from Aspen. So I definitely do, yes, a lot of skiing, and was introduced to Nikan. I crashed into the boards playing hockey. I was a women's hockey player competitively for many decades and broke an ankle and was introduced to some of our products, and it caught my attention for sure. And then I was asked, what else am I challenged with my health? And at the time I was a chronic insomniac. I was 45 years old then and had been waking up probably 15 to 20 times a night for over a decade. And yeah, so that woman put me on the Nikan sleep system, gave me a rollout, and sorry, I thought I had this turned off. Gave me a magnetic massage and loaned me that system. And the third night, I slept 9 hours straight, Jack. And I woke up the next day. I called her. I said, I don't know what it is. I don't know how much it costs. I needed a queen, and here's my credit card. And I also said, and I'm $15,000 in debt. And then I said, maybe we should talk about this. So I went to a 1 hour gathering of people, and I think I was the only new person in the room, maybe the only guest, 14 people. And I was not intimidated by that. Rather, I was fascinated that they were so passionate about something. And when they put that 5 pillars of health up on the board, and I said, you mean if I partner with this company and learn more about it, get more involved, I could bring those areas of well-being, body, mind, family, society, finances, all into order. I said, I'm in. And so I did. I joined. I was actually, my business story about this was I was going through a divorce, and I was guilty about asking for it. And so I didn't ask that former husband of mine for any money, and he was earning a six-figure income, and it all went out the door.
Wow.
And I was 45 years old and had a daughter, a junior in high school, about to go off to college soon, and living in probably one of the most expensive areas you can live in the United States, thinking, what am I going to do? I was working as a landscaper because I loved to garden. Never was about the money, just wanted to learn how to dig in the dirt in Colorado. And yeah, I saw something here. And so that was my roots.
Wow. Well, that's exciting. And we're also happy and grateful that you chose Nikan, because we get to have you in our Nikan expanded family.
Yeah, that's the best part, isn't it?
It really, really is. And I'm so I feel like we are related because you won the Team Kaizen prize last year, and I heard you talking about going to San Francisco and how that was such a wonderful gathering there. You want to share that with people?
Sure. Team Kaizen, if you don't all know, is it. I mean, you can look at it as an incentive, but it's really the foundational building block for our business as a concept, the Niken plan. And you might want to look into that. And basically, in order to earn this honor to be on this kind of elite leadership group of people that really went after it and stayed on task, was to help other people reach a leadership level in Niken, help them launch their business and get started, and then maintain some of your own qualifications as well. So, I set an intention in January of last year. It was a 9-month qualification period. And I'll tell you, there was something about this one, Jack. I just thought, I want to be there with those people. I want to be able to be with the CEO of our company, with the president of the company, whoever was going from corporate. I thought, if I'm really going to take this to the next level for me, I need to elevate my own leadership capability in the field. I knew I would be called upon to do exactly what we're doing right now, which could be intimidating. And this is actually my 4th live call this week. And I like it. I've kind of grown into it. So this great group of people, there were, I think, only 9 of us in North America that won, or 5 of us in North America, 9 globally. We had a couple from Bulgaria that were there with us. We had a couple from Australia, 12 Team Kaizen, Team Taishi winners, and 4 corporate. And it was really special. Boy, Kurt Foley, our CEO, treats you really well when they want to recognize you. And so, yeah, the best was the people, being with that group of people, 3 days in San Francisco, and a lot of good food and wine.
Well, I hear for people, well, I don't want to say the word envious, but I guess that's that I wasn't there with you, Rachel, and it's everybody has the opportunity to achieve this award, and Kaizen means never-ending improvement, right? Continuous, ongoing improvement, and we can all do that. Though Karen and I were in the President's Club for as many years as we were. As soon as we could be qualified, we were qualified, and we were in it all those years. And it's really an honor to be a member of something like that. So Team Kaizen replaced the President's Club, and we have to qualify to be there too. And we're looking forward to that. I understand a text this morning from Orlando tells me that it's going to be in Cabo San Lucas.
Yes, that did get kind of, Jeff Isom let us know that when we were in San Francisco. And that's when I'm in a chat room with a number of platinums. We call ourselves the Platinum Alliance. There's 30 of us. And we have a WhatsApp chat. And I immediately said, there is not one of you that does not want to win this honor for next year. And I didn't tell them where we were going, but Cabo sounds good, right, Jack?
that sounds good. Karen and I have been to Cabo a lot of times. We have timeshare down there, actually, and we really love it as a fun place to go if you like sunshine, and if you like fishing, if you like swimming. And I mean, it's a beautiful place to be, and the people are super friendly down there, and we just love it. It's kind of like an extension to Southern California. It just goes all the way down to the tip of the Baja, but beautiful place. So everybody put that in your, think about that, and think what it'd be like for all of us to be gathered there next year, and 2017 in Cabo San Lucas. That'd be wonderful. Rachel, I wanna commend you too for putting that group of Platinum Alliance, I think you call it, together, and you had that inspiration at one of the NECAN events. You want to talk about that, because that is a really awesome thing.
I will. I had that inspiration in January when, you know, we had some kind of good shakeup within what was happening in NECAN. It's always good to clear our closets out so that we can bring new creativity, new growth, and things in. And I had this hit of, and I'm going to be really honest, well, who's going to lead now? That was the question that came into my head. And immediately the answer in my head was, well, we are. It wasn't, well, I am. It was, well, we are. And in that we, I meant the Platinums. It was like it was our time. Platinums, for those of you, I don't know, maybe if you're on this call, you know this. You're kind of, you're where you should be catapulting to the top levels of leadership, but you're still, you know, on that plateau of getting there. And there's so much knowledge in this group. So many of us have been in it a long time. We know a lot. We're so dedicated to NECAN and love what we're about, and this powerful message and self-care that we have to bring to the world. And so I kind of called 3 people that I knew what was going down, Jack, and they all said, great. And now we have 30 of us.
Wow.
So we began in January, 30 of us. We talk once a week. It's absolutely, for all of us, our highlight of the week is that call, and the masterminding that's going on in the group is very exciting. And I know one of them is meeting with our CEO in Florida today to bring some ideas that we've got right to the top. And so anyway, yeah, it's I found a new family of friends in NECAN that many of these Platinums I didn't know. I probably knew 10 of them well, and several I'd never even heard of. And now we're just like this whole new emerging family within the family, right?
Right, fabulous. Well, and we're blessed to have 3 or 4 of our Platinums there in that alliance, so I'm really happy about that. And it reminds me of when we were kind of plateaued at Platinum for quite a while. We just had a burning desire to be Diamond, and we kept visualizing that. We put it on our life cycle plan. We declared we were Diamond, you know, event after event, and it took us a while. It took us a while to get there, but we were involved in some mastermind groups like you are with other Platinums, and it did help us. So I know that's going to be very valuable for you and everyone in that group, if they can really see themselves being the next level, being diamonds, you know, become that diamond in your heart and in your mind and in your just expression, the way you talk. It'll happen, and it'll just be the most amazing experience, you know, when you actually make that next big step. It's kind of like double platinum to go diamond, you know. So that's a big step, but it's doable. Lots and lots of people have done it, and I know you will be soon. So we're looking forward to congratulating you as a new diamond.
Thank you, Jack. I think if we all just imprint across our forehead, be Kaizen.
Yes.
And if you be Kaizen and you do that, you will be Team Taishi, because you will be duplicating that. And that is where Diamond will happen.
That is totally awesome. So what else would you like to share? What are some of the most exciting moments in your NECAN career? You know, whether it's product testimonials or business things that have happened. What else would you like to share?
Oh, wow. 17 years of product stories. You know, I'll share one. It was long ago. It actually was when I was pretty new in this, and it's a perfect example of, I shared this with my sister-in-law in Minnesota, and she shared it with Kathy, and Kathy shared it with Cheryl. And what happened with Cheryl is this woman had been in a car accident. She was in her early 30s. She was a school teacher at the time and had three small children, I think, all boys. And she had a horrible neck injury. And when we met her, she was on every painkiller that exists, like Oxycontin and, you know, all of them, Percocets, trying everything. In bed 6 hours a day, couldn't take care of her family or kids. She was on disability as a 32-year-old. And somebody laid her down on the Nikan sleep system and took our, I think the Mag Boys maybe, spun the magnets over the back of her and without touching her, and she felt it and said, "What is that?" And the result of this story is she wound up getting on all the products we had, the sleep, I believe we had the water then, so she was really well hydrated, and a number of our nutritionals and daytime products. And 3 weeks later, she was off every painkiller she had been on. I mean, it was an astounding turnaround story. And that was thrilling. And she said, if these products can take this pain away from me, I will join and shout it from the mountaintop. And she went to the gold level, got a $10,000 check in 1 month, and won the cruise with Nikan. So I think that's one of my best stories, that goes from discovering the products and, you know, embracing them and investing in them wholeheartedly and bringing them in, and then how that trail led into a great fun business result for her. Yeah.
Yeah, that is awesome. Awesome. So I guess we're at the point. Does anybody have a question for us? Or let's see, I'm not sure how we raise our hand. How do we do that?
I think they can do that if they go to more.
Okay, go to
maybe, or they can at least chat.
Okay, you can chat. I've got my chat window open, so if anybody would like to chat a question to Rachel or a comment, we'd love to hear that. Do you know where you find your chat? Same thing at the bottom where it says.
Yeah, if you go into more, there's actually a raise hand icon there, and they could raise their hand, and then you could unmute them.
Okay.
If they've got anything.
I'm not. Okay, well.
It's in the same place as the microphone and video, and share content, participants, and more.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. It's just underneath the picture.
Okay, is that Hattie Jane?
Yes, sir.
Did you have a question, or did you have anything that you would like to ask Rachel?
No, I was trying to fill in for folks that may not have found out where in the world things are.
well, I'm one of them, so thank you.
But Rachel, it's wonderful. You're doing fantastic. Didn't you do something to your leg recently?
Well, oh, Hattie Jane. Yeah, if you're a Facebook follower at all of Nikan, you've probably seen this white-haired, vital-looking woman on crutches in San Francisco. Yeah, I was on the face of Bell on Aspen Mountain about a month ago with my daughter and broke my tibial plateau. And this is a good story. Thanks for asking, Hattie Jane. For 4 weeks straight, I have been wearing Nikan duct tape. It's got our far infrared and negative ion energy on my knee. I have worn anywhere from 5 to 7 little tiny power patch magnets on it. and power chips and a farm fed wrap and using the CM joint cream. And I've been using our Power Mag biaxial 3 or 4 times a day and doubled up on the Osteodents by the Bone Health Pack. And today, 4 weeks later, I see my doctor to find out about getting rid of the crutches. Well, yesterday I thought, what is it, magic tomorrow? I'm just going to put them down today. And yesterday I didn't walk all over, but I walked from here to there all day without crutches. I swam 20 laps. I was on a spinning bike for 15 minutes. I did the weight room with my upper body, and I feel great today. And I think that Nikan really rapid fired my healing. That's what I'm choosing to believe, and I will confirm it next time I talk next week. How's that?
All right.
Well, of course, we all believe it too. We've experienced similar things. Yay, Rachel, that is awesome. And
Think
Gary?
you can get X-ray confirmation pre and post?
Well, they tend to do that when you're in a follow-up, I think.
No, yeah, but you can get copies of your X-rays.
Oh, yes, I do know that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can even get a CD probably or something like that with the X-rays on it. That'd be fun to share. Yeah.
I actually, how many years ago was it now? I dislocated my tibia and broke my ankle in 3 places and tore all connective tissue and had really major surgery. And I have a whole bag of hardware. And I came out of that healing 5 months early. I had to ask I did everything I just described. And I had to ask my orthopedic surgeon to x-ray me way ahead of when he thought I'd be ready for another surgery to remove the hardware. And I said, you don't know what I've been doing because you're not listening. And I do not want my new healthy bone to grow all over the hardware. So he x-rayed me, came back in the room, and he said, we can schedule you next week to take that out. This stuff really works. That's why, how can you not want to get involved with the business and fun people and exciting pioneering stuff here?
That's for sure. Well, let's all go out there and share this with everyone and change the world in a very big way. The world needs us. The world now more than ever, and they need to be introduced to all those 5 pillars of health that Rachel was talking about, and especially the humans being more concept. So let's share it. Thank you, Rachel. That's absolutely fabulous, and we'll be back here in a week with another wonderful guest. So thank you, everyone, for being on the call. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jack, for inviting me.
You're welcome. You were awesome.